It is with immense pride and happiness that I address this august assembly, marking the beginning of the 13th session of the 15th Kerala Legislative Assembly. My government reiterates its commitment to its aim of building Nava Keralam, which will be endowed with high quality physical infrastructure, knowledge-based economy, quality education, and health care, guaranteed housing to all and eradication of extreme poverty. With limited resources in hand, we are trying our best to achieve these goals. Kerala's development path had attracted the attention of scholars across the world. Our achievements have been widely acclaimed within the country and abroad. But my government is not content with resting on the laurels. It is keen to address the problems that do remain and move ahead to resolve them. My government accords equal importance to development of physical and social infrastructure and the proactive role of the state in achieving social justice. My government is fully committed to upholding constitutional values of democracy, secularism, socialism, and federalism. We have been taking special initiatives to fulfill our aims and commitments. My government has been following the novel practice of telling the society about the progress of implementation of promises made to the people at the time of seeking their mandate. My government strongly believes that the relationship between the electors and the elected is not one to be renewed at quinquennial gaps, but a continuous one of the accountability of the latter to the former. Our state has made major strides in democratic decentralization, and this will provide a sound base in our endeavors to raise the standards of our accountability. Empowering the public and making them realize that services they get from the government through public servants is a right and not a favor that is been on one of the foremost tasks undertaken by my government. In this forward march, pride of place has been accorded to making available services to the public online. We have moved considerably forward in this regard, and my government will resolve any issue that needs solution. From the demand side, my government has been simultaneously taking steps to ensure that digital divide should not exist in our society. My government is taking very serious steps to make the internet available to all. As we undertook literacy as a mission in the past, we will achieve a society sans digital divide too. Kerala has a history of moving far in reforming land ownership relations. But we still do face the problem of homelessness. In the last 8 years, the present and previous governments have made major strides in providing secure homes to 4,24,800 families. Agreement for providing secure homes for 1,13,718 families has been signed, taking the total to 5,38,518 families. Right to secure housing has been recognized as a basic human right internationally. My government is taking earnest steps to make this a reality in the state. Poverty in its extreme form is a major disability for the people who suffer this condition. Such a condition cannot be allowed to exist in a democratic society. Conscious of this fact, my government identified 64,006 families which were in conditions of extreme poverty, and through focused measures have attempted to bring them out of the condition in a substantial manner. My government is working committedly to fulfill the goal of creating Kerala without landless people. I consider this the allocation of land titles to 1,80,887 families in the last 3 years as a historic achievement. Kerala is becoming the first state in India to digitally measure and prepare records of all land parcels in the state. It is a matter of my government's pride that within a short span of 18 months since the inception of full-fledged digital survey in the state, the survey of 5.58 lakh hectares of land in 41.5 lakh land parcels has been completed. My government is also committed to having safe disposal of waste with the cooperation of the people. We are also taking steps to identify persons needing palliative care throughout the state and extend the necessary service to them. The local self-government department is the nodal department for all the above 5 activities, namely providing secure homes to the houseless, eliminate landlessness, eradicating extreme poverty, sustainable management of solid waste, and providing palliative care to the needy. Kerala's achievement in school and higher education have been noted by the Union government and the international organizations. My government has much higher ambitions in this area. My government aims for both inclusive and quality in education. In the higher education sector, we emphasize on skill development, connectivity between educational institutions and industries, enabling students to be entrepreneurs and revisiting curricula to suit modern needs. These are being implemented with the aim of making Kerala a knowledge society within the shortest span of time possible. In this context, it is pertinent to note that the state has developed a robust ecosystem for startups. Kerala has consistently demonstrated better health outcomes. Kerala health system is now facing the next generation challenges. My government has planned comprehensive interventions involving Ayush department also by converging with the health system for NCD control, pain and palliative care for geriatric care programs. My government has taken major steps for digitalization of government and providing services to the public online in an integrated manner. Considerable progress has been made in digitizing land records. My government has been placing emphasis on improving the physical infrastructure of the state. In the transport sector, my government shared cost with the union government to make sure that the national highway widening work proceeds smoothly. My government has been pressing the union government to sanction real development projects to the states for reducing the travel time and time for freight in transit. My government has ensured that the major infrastructure projects of which the Vijayam port needs special mention are completed in time. My government's efforts to make Kerala an investment destination is showing tangible results, and Kerala now ranks as the number 1 state in providing a conducive environment for ease of doing business. Details of achievements and why my government proposes to do will be mentioned in brief in later parts of the address. Before getting to them, my government expresses serious concern that despite taking earnest measures for an revenue mobilization and rationalizing expenditure, it has been facing liquidity stress due to declining share of union fiscal transfers. Kerala has a very strong social security network, which provides a monthly pension of 262 lakh elderly persons, and the task is to ensure that this is not only not impeded, in any manner, but also to strengthen the fiscal capacity of the state to augment this support. As mentioned above, despite my government's best efforts to mobilize own revenue, Kerala has been facing stress on government finances because of the tapering of revenue deficit grants and cessation of GST compensation. In a detailed memorandum presented to the 16th Finance Commission, which had visited the state in December 2024 and held discussion with my government, the problems faced by the state have been highlighted and ameliorative measures requested. We hope for the best. Over the past decade, Kerala has faced a series of devastating disasters, including the unprecedented floods of 2018 and 2019, Cyclone Oki, and the recent Mepadi landslide. Despite these challenges, Kerala's disaster management model, rooted in community resilience, technological integration, and proactive governance, has garnered global recognition as a beacon of effective crisis response. My government is committed to rehabilitating all those affected by the Mepadi landslide by ensuring the completion of the township within 1 year. My government is committed to take initiatives to build a disaster-resilient Kerala. My government, with its own initiatives and required help from the Union government, will take all the possible steps to build capabilities to cope with the impact of climate change, which is being felt here as in other parts of the world. My government has made conscious efforts to revitalize the agriculture sector in an environment-friendly manner. We are taking efforts to achieve an accelerated economic growth and generation of productive employment. With these introductory remarks, I now proceed to make a roundup of the efforts taken by my government in various spheres of its activity and mention the aims it has for achieving in the near future.